What's up guys, Jamie T here, the Flying Clydesdale. Just got my pint in. I realize most people probably don't remember or know how to install fins the old school way. So what I'm gonna do is give you a real quick step-by-step process on how to do it. I'm a little ahead of the game already, but I'll show you. The first thing you're gonna do is put tape across your fender. You want the fender installed, and you're gonna tape it off like so. 3 lines across is fine. It's gonna come out. And this red line is what you're looking for. I'm gonna put it on the ground and show you how I got that. That's the outline of where my flight fin is gonna go when I'm standing on. So you wanna wear the shoes that you're wearing most often. Hold on. Or that you plan to be jumping in, and power on the board. All right, and by doing so, you're gonna find a sweet spot of where your fins should go. This is a little bit harder with only one hand, but I basically lined it up. I put my foot where I want it to go, and then I took a pen and drew a line on it. So that gives me my ideal position of where I want my foot, where I want my fin. And I wear pretty large puffy Osiris shoes, so this is gonna be higher up than most people's. And then you're gonna do the same on the right side, like so. And that's gonna give you your kind of ideal position. That feels really comfortable to jump in. And now you can hop off. All right, your next step is to grab a tool like this in your flight fin. And line it up in there and then dig in. Making sure to only leave one mark, but really kind of leave a good one in there. And the idea is to just scrape the tape enough that you can see the imprint. And then come back and hit that imprint with a little marker. There. So now I have my 4 holes of where I need to drill. And you're gonna repeat the process on the other side. And remember, you know, everyone rides a little bit differently. They don't have to be identical on both sides in terms of height, angle, stance forward. You want these to be exactly what's most comfortable for yourself. Cool. 4 good marks in there. And time to drill. Next step is going to be remove the fender, leave the tape on. And these new star key bolts are going to be fun. I'm actually interested to see how this holds up flight fin jumping, because the fender seems pretty brittle and these screws are pretty small. I know everyone's going to have their own aftermarket fenders coming up soon, but let's see how this poop brown stock one lasts. Definitely doesn't look like leather to me. So I'm completely okay if I break it. And then coming out, you'll always know what way you're putting it on the right way, because this scoop goes forward and there's a gap for the mag handle that you have to snap in right here too. So this only goes on one way. Make sure when you're doing the outline for your fins that it's facing the right way. For goofy for me. So, all right, next up. All right, our next step is to drill these 4 holes. I'm using a 5/32. I think you can use a 3/16 as well. The idea is you want the holes a little bit bigger, but not by too much, because you want the bolts to strap in on the back, but you also don't want the threads to kind of thread through this as well. So, all right. Now with your holes drilled, you can pull off the tape, and boom, flight fin setup. All right, and time to thread it in. The guys at FlightFins did say all the original hardware would work. This was my second set of fins, and I've kind of used the screws for other things over time, so I don't have all the original hardware. But I just have your basic nuts, fasteners so they don't slip off, and all the same screw links, and that's going to work perfect in there. Cool. I think it's a mix of 1 1/4 and then 1 inch for the second hole, and then like 1/2 inch for the bottoms, but don't quote me on that. Oh yeah, 1 inch works perfectly here. Alright, and when you're done on the inside, it should look like that. You don't want your bolts hanging out too far. You want them slim profile in there and secure. Again, if you have the proper hardware, they'd bite on automatically. I just put some tighteners on where I could, but I know that's not going to rub the tire, and now on the other side. Alright, and when you're done, it should look something like this on the inside, not sticking out too much. There's my completed fin setup, and I'm going to throw this bad boy back on the board. All right, board's powered up, fins are on. Normal riding's not affected by it, and then just to go like that is fairly easy. This is gonna be my first jump ever on the pint. That feels good. Everything stayed in pretty snug. Let me put the camera down and do a few tests.